Hello, I'm Adam Newman. This is my official YouTube channel. Please subscribe and support them. The Young and the Restless. Spoilers update recap Wednesday, July 1. Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today is a beautiful day to grab your favorite snack, settle into your comfiest chair, and dive deep into the absolute madness that is currently unfolding in Genoa City. We have so much drama to unpack from this latest episode, so let's not waste another second and jump right into the chaos. I literally cannot sleep right now because my brain is absolutely buzzing after watching the latest episode, and I just need to get all of these thoughts out of my system before I explode. I mean, I have been watching this show for years, and I am telling you, the writers are trying to send my blood pressure through the roof. I am sitting here, in the dark, typing furiously because I cannot believe what Diane Jenkins Abbott is trying to pull right now. And I need to know if I am the only one who is screaming at the screen. Jump right into it. Diane is locked up in that creepy, barred room, and she is playing a game that is so dangerous, I am actually sweating for her. We all know Diane is a survivor. Remember when she literally faked her own death and stayed away for years? Yeah, she knows how to play the long game. But trying to seduce Dr. Lawrence Markham? What is she thinking? She is completely changing her strategy, because throwing fits and demanding to be let out wasn't working. So now, she is suddenly acting like she is developing feelings for this twisted psychiatrist. She's batting her eyelashes and acting all vulnerable, pretending that she is ready to accept his treatment. But let's be real, she is just trying to gain his trust so she can hoard sedatives. It is a classic soap opera move, and honestly, I kind of respect the hustle. Diane is cornered, she is terrified, and she is using the only weapon she has left: manipulation. I know some people are loving the storyline because they hate Diane and want to see her suffer, but personally, I am rooting for her to drug this guy and escape. She is gathering those pills one by one, plotting her grand exit. But here is the thing that is making my skin crawl. Dr. Markham is not buying it. Or wait, maybe he is buying it. And that is what makes it so much worse. When Diane started hinting that she was falling for him, he didn't look creeped out. He didn't look professional. He looked like he was enjoying it. And that right there is why I am so terrified for Diane. If Markham is actually Martin Laurent with a surgically altered face, which, let's be honest, is totally where this is going, then this man is a complete psychopath who thrives on psychological torture. If Markham realizes that Diane is just playing him to get those sedatives, he is going to snap. He will probably throw her into an actual padded cell and throw away the key. Diane thinks she is the smartest person in the room, but she is dealing with a guy who literally holds her life in his hands. I am dreading the moment he drops the nice guy doctor act and reveals that he has known she was faking it the whole time. It is going to be so bad, you guys. And then we have Patty Williams. I am sorry, but Patty is an absolute menace to society and I cannot stand her right now. But I also kind of love the drama she brings. I am contradicting myself, I know, but my emotions are all over the place. Patty is out here playing 4D chess while the Abbott men are playing checkers. She literally eavesdropped on Jack and Kyle's conversation. She heard their entire master plan to rescue Diane. And what does she do? She runs straight to Dr. Markham and tips him off. So now, Markham is just sitting there, waiting for Jack to walk right into a trap. He knows exactly what is coming, and he is going to use it to his advantage. And Jack, poor, desperate Jack, thinks he is going to swoop in and save his wife. Jack is so blinded by his panic and his guilt over the whole Patty yacht situation that he is walking blindly into a disaster. Remember when Patty used to do this kind of stuff years ago? She has always been obsessed with Jack, and she will burn the entire world down just to get him in her bed. It is sick, but it is so classic Patty. Meanwhile, Kyle is having a full-blown meltdown, and I'm honestly here for it. Kyle thought he had orchestrated this flawless, foolproof rescue mission for his mother. He was acting so smug about it, thinking he was the big hero of the Abbott family. But now he is sitting at the mansion, probably sweating through his designer suit, staring at his phone and waiting for an update from Jack that is never going to come. Kyle is starting to realize that the mission has failed. You can see the sheer panic setting in his eyes. He knows that if something happens to Jack, it is partly on him. Kyle has this massive savior complex, but he is completely out of his depth, dealing with someone as unhinged as Patty Williams and a corrupt doctor like Markham. I kind of feel bad for him, but also, Kyle needs to learn that he cannot control everything. If Jack gets captured too, Kyle is going to lose his mind. Are we going to see a double hostage situation? Because I am not emotionally prepared for that. Wait, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's take a breath and talk about the other massive mess happening right now. The Chancellor Winters and Abbott corporate disaster. Okay, back to the point. Jill Abbott is back in town, and she is throwing her weight around like she never left. Jill is desperately trying to push Billy and Kane Ashby to make peace. Yes, you heard me right. Billy and Kane. Two men who historically cannot stand each other and have enough baggage to fill an entire airport. Jill wants them to squash their feud because she needs them to work together. But Billy is just being Billy. I mean, I love Billy. I really do. I have defended him for years. But he is exhausting. He is standing there, whining to his mother, asking why he has never been good enough for her. It is the same old song and dance with him. Billy always feels like the black sheep. Always feels like Jill prioritizes business over him. And honestly, he is not wrong. Jill looks at him and says she loves him because he is her son, but she straight up reminds him that love and business are two completely different things. Jill is a shark. She has always been a shark. She doesn't care about Billy's fragile feelings when there are millions of dollars on the line. She wants Billy and Kane to form an alliance, and she doesn't care how much they hate each other. But why is Jill pushing so hard right now? I have a theory, and I need to know if you guys agree with me. I think Jill is trying to build an army to go after Victor Newman. Think about it. Jill went through all that agonizing pain of selling the company to Victor, swallowing her pride, thinking she was doing what she had to do. And what does Victor do? He immediately turns around and gives it away like it is a cheap toy. It was the ultimate slap in the face. It was a massive humiliation for Jill. And Jill Abbott does not forgive, and she certainly does not forget. So, Jill is looking at Billy and Kane, and she sees two guys who also have major axes to grind. If she can force them to stop bickering for 5 minutes, they could actually be a formidable team. I am totally here for a Jill revenge tour. Remember when she used to go toe-to-toe with Catherine Chancellor? Jill has that fire in her, and Victor just poured gasoline all over it. I want to see her tear Victor's new plans apart. But relying on Billy and Kane to execute a master plan? Yeah, didn't work in the past, and it is highly likely to blow up in her face now. Kane is too busy manipulating Lily with his bone marrow extortion, and Billy is an emotional wreck because of the whole Sally pregnancy disaster. Which brings me back to the absolute emotional whiplash of this episode. We have Diane fighting for her life with a fake seduction routine, Jack walking into a trap set by his crazy ex-lover, Kyle having a panic attack, and Jill trying to herd cats with Billy and Kane. This is why I watch this show. It is messy, it is dramatic, and it makes me want to pull my hair out. But seriously, let's circle back to Dr. Markham for a second because I cannot let this go. If Markham sees through Diane's plan, what is his endgame? He has already taken Patty's money. He has Diane locked up. Is he going to brainwash her? Is he going to use her to get to Jack's money? If he is Martin Laurent, he has a deep, twisted hatred for anyone connected to that Genoa City inner circle. I am terrified that Diane is going to overplay her hand. She thinks she is so smooth, suggesting she has feelings for him, but Markham's smile just looked predatory. I feel like we are building up to a massive climax, where Jack bursts through the door, but because Patty tipped Markham off, Jack is going to get knocked out from behind. And then what? Who is going to save them? Kyle? Please. Kyle is going to need backup. Am I crazy for wanting Phyllis and Sharon to somehow get involved in this? I mean, they were the ones who survived Martin Laurent the first time. If they find out Martin is back and holding Diane, Phyllis would probably laugh at first, but then she would go full warrior mode. I would pay good money to see Phyllis save Diane's life. The irony would be delicious. I know I am rambling, but I am just so invested in this. I've been watching since 2015, and this is honestly one of the most stressful storylines they've done in a while. You just don't know who has the upper hand. 1 second Diane is winning because she snagged a pill. The next second Markham is smirking because he knows Jack is walking into a trap. And Patty, don't even get me started on Patty again. She is the wild card that ruins everyone's plans. So what do you guys think is going to happen next? Is Diane going to successfully drug Markham and escape into the night? Is Jack going to end up in a padded cell right next to her? And is Jill actually going to get Billy and Kane to work together without them killing each other first? I am dreading the fallout, but I am also so here for it. Let me know your thoughts down below because I clearly need to talk to people who get it.